Hi there and welcome to Thursday. I'm Estelle de Beer and today I am joined again by specialist instructor Cruy Cruywagen. Last week we visited Safari Outdoor. I received all my study material for my proficiency test, and within a week we've already had a class regarding all the material. Now today I just want to talk about all the study material because I don't want the material or the thought of having to study to put you off from going and proceeding forward to actually get your firearm license. So we received these two books last week, one looking like this and the other one like that. And Craig, I want to ask you, I've been working through the material and I just want you to once again tell us what exactly is each of these books. If we look at this one, it says legal test. What sort of information will we find in this booklet?
Okay, Estelle, the legal test is all pertaining the Firearm Act. All the very critical stuff we as firearm owners need to know out of the law. Stuff like competencies, what you may and may not do with a firearm, what sections there is to license these firearms under, and all of the criteria that's really relevant to firearm ownership. That is the thin book, yes.
And then we have this book. Maybe let me just take off the shiny part. We have this manual. What information will we find in this manual?
So that's the thicker one of the two. That pertains to all the firearm categories. So in your case, that's a combination book. It's covering the handgun, revolver and pistol, your shotgun, the self-loading rifle, and the manually operated rifle. With, in other words, all details pertaining what the unit standard need you to know for these categories of firearms. That includes even the parts of the firearm, the safe and handling thereof, the maintenance thereof, yes.
So if we talk about this legal test book, I think many people have questions regarding the law. You know, what am I allowed to do according to the law? And I've now worked through this book and it tells you everything. And I think that's something people need to know. Everything you need to know, you will learn from this book.
Yes, no, definitely. The book is very comprehensive, but we need to iterate this. There need to be some type of contact session, and this is where our online session comes from. Just to explain some of those concepts a little bit better, and to found with you how to interpret these different things which the law has as requirements. Very important that we need to have that contact session, yes.
Another thing I want to tell viewers is that everything happens quite fastly, not too fast, not so that it will overwhelm you, but I visited your store last week. I've already worked through everything. I immediately received an email and within a week we've had already an online class. Why is it important that everything happens quickly?
So the rest of the process, and yeah, some people don't understand this, might be a very long drafted out process. The applications at the police might take extremely long. What we want everybody to do, and that's why we don't really rush it, because this is learner-paced education and training. But as soon as everything is still fresh in your mind, we'd like you to do the course and do the final part, get to the shooting range and finish off all of this. Yes, and then we have value add, a little bit different than other training centers. We have a little bit value add, assisting you through those processes. And yeah, being Safari Outdoor, we've got guns and we invite people to come and use these. We always say shooting is fun. Now, from my side, if one didn't have fun while there was a shooting class or even the competency training, they need to tell me. I know psychiatrists, I give a number to them and she can sort them out. It needs to be fun. So shooting needs to be fun.
Now, Craig, both of these books both have little tests in them that I have to complete. The applicant has to complete these tests. So do these tests that are inside of these books count? Do I have to pass them in order to move forward with my proficiency test?
Yes, definitely, definitely. So the open book test, which is also called the formative examinations, these are reflecting your own comprehension of the content of the qualification or the unit standard. Definitely, one needs to pass that. That's basically the entry criteria to do the final process, the open book exams. So very important, they do count, and your pass rate there is 80%.
For both of these tests, in each book, you need 80%.
Yes, yes. For both of them, the open book exams and the closed book exams, you're going to write with us.
Okay, so let's then move along to that. The next step is, I've had my online class, you've asked us questions, you've explained difficult concepts. Now the next step is to go and write the closed book exam.
Yes, yes. So the next step, obviously we work with this very professionally with bookings. Also regulations and everything. We're only allowed to take a certain amount of people through the training, and we try and keep to those regulations. But you will receive an email from us where we still have open slots to fit in. You just need to make a booking. And then obviously a lot of stuff we will email you that you need to bring with, like your mask, all the regulations we need to keep to, your own black ink pen, and a backup if that one goes dry, and the like, yes.
And then everything for the closed book exam will also be from these books. I don't need to acquire any new study material for that.
Not at all, not at all. So your closed book exams are exactly the same as the open book exams, except it's half less, but exactly the same questions. With, in other words, your thicker book, there's a little bit difference between the two books. Your thicker book, the closed book exam thereof is written answers you need to supply. But it's exactly the same as the questions in your open book exam. Your thinner book, the closed book exam thereof, is a monkey puzzle. So ABCD, the answers are there already. You just need to pick the right ones. But exactly the same questions and also half less.
Cruy, thank you so much for just quickly chatting with me again tonight. I think this is important as we are doing a step-by-step process, inviting people along on the journey of finally becoming a handgun owner. It's so valuable to get this information along the way. Thank you so much.
It's just a pleasure, Estelle. Thank you.